Breast milk science. It's a thing. And it's our thing. We're ByHeart. We're an infant formula company on a mission to get a lot closer to the most super food on the planet, breast milk. Our patented protein blend has more of the important and most abundant proteins found in breast milk. We're the first and only U.S.-made formula to use organic, grass-fed whole milk, not skim. We make our formula in our own factories in Iowa, Oregon, and Pennsylvania, using a small batch manufacturing process that works to preserve the integrity of our ingredients. We ran the largest clinical trial by a new infant formula company in 25 years, and clinically proved benefits like easier digestion, less gas, and softer poops versus a leading infant formula. We were the first infant formula company to earn the Clean Label Project Purity Award. And while we've put a lot into ByHeart, there's a long list of things you won't see on our ingredient list, like no corn syrup, no maltodextrin, no GMO ingredients, no soy, no palm oil. ByHeart, a better formula for formula. Learn more at byheart.com.
I'm at the football game. I'm at the grocery store.
What?
I'm at the combination football game and grocery store.
Wait, you're at the football game
What?
and the grocery store?
Nah, I'm at the combination football game and grocery store. Groceries through Instacart, delivered to my door. I don't have to choose between football and the grocery store.
Hey, what's going on? This is Tyler with Black Diamond Softball and Fitness, and we got a brand new episode of the Foul Pole Daily Show. I wanted to get into small goals and how critical small goals can be to your larger goals. And I'm talking small goals all the way to the shortest of term goals. Like I'm setting my alarm clock for 5:30 in the morning because I have a goal to get up because I want to do X, Y, and Z. Okay, let's not worry about the X, Y, and Z of what you want to do. Let's go back to that initial thought, that initial short-term goal, and it's 8 hours away, and it's I want to get up at 5:30 in the morning. So setting that goal right there already puts that first foot forward of I have got this in my mind. I have somehow manifested this thought of I'm going to start getting up at 5:30. You know, I didn't get up at 5:30 today, but I'm going to set the goal to get up at that time tomorrow. So what does that do for me? Well, if I go ahead and I set that goal, getting up at 5:30, I've accomplished a very short-term goal, but nonetheless, it is something that has gotten my day going, has gotten the sort of the confidence ball rolling. Like, hey, you know, I set a goal and I accomplished it. And those are what we need in life to sort of build towards those long-term goals. So if you fast forward and say, hey, I have a long-term goal to go to college and play softball. Okay, but before you get to that end goal of playing college softball, there is a lot of goals and a lot of short-term goals before you reach that final destination. So if you have this goal of I want to start working out, okay, that's both a short-term and a long-term goal. I want to start hitting the treadmill every morning before school, or I want to hit the treadmill before work. Well, you got to get up. So that first goal that you set is, you know, setting that alarm. Get up at 5:30. That's what I got to do. And that can manifest itself into confidence. You can sort of breathe that into existence for your kids or your team, depending on, you know, what you are, whether you're a coach, a mentor, a teacher, a doctor, softball player, stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home dad, whatever you are. Man, once you accomplish a goal, you feel like $1 million. You feel like, okay, well, I've done that. What's the next goal I can set? And it sort of, you know, starts this, you know, the snowball effect where things just pick up. Now, at the same time, if we set goals and we allow them to fall by the wayside, and then we get back to goal setting and we start thinking about, well, I set this goal and I didn't do it. I set this one and I didn't do it. That can have a negative effect on your goal setting process and your confidence, your self-esteem, everything that kind of goes with that. So, you know, I'm not an expert on you know, goal setting and mental toughness and that kind of thing. But I can tell you from my experience and who I am and how I operate, I will set the smallest goal that there is. I want to get this podcast episode out by such and such time. So before that can actually take place, there are certain, points that I have to hit. There's got to be topics. There's got to be talking points. There's got to be the editing. There's all this stuff. So I have to backtrack and make a short-term goal of, okay, I got to get up at this time. Boom, I hit that short-term goal. I got to start recording by this time. Boom, there's that next short-term goal. I got to make sure I'm editing this. Boom, there's that goal. So whatever you do, if you're like me, set these goals, write them out. How many people out there write lists? Put pen to paper and have these tasks. Well, look at those tasks as goals. I want to rake the leaves. You have a goal of getting those leaves raked up and taken out of the way, right? So before that goal, before you can accomplish that, get on the micro level and make a list of what you need to do to make that happen. Maybe you need to reschedule something else. Maybe you need to back burner something else so that you can accomplish that goal. And then imagine the feeling that you'll have after accomplishing that goal. Like, boom, I got these leaves raked up. What else can I accomplish today? What other goals can I set? And sometimes goal setting is your short-term goal. Think about that for a second. What if your very first short-term goal was to set goals, and that's it? You know what? I'm going to give myself a weekly goal, a monthly goal, a 6-month goal, and I'm going to give myself a year goal. And that's my list for today. So I have a goal of setting goals. Now imagine taking that to a child, taking that to some, a 10 or 12, 14-year-old. Let's throw it over onto the softball side, because this is a softball podcast and we talk a lot of stuff about softball, but we're humans first. We're parents first. We're kids first. So let's think about that as, we're parents and we're humans, but we also we put this on the softball side towards our kids. So
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
With a kid setting goals, they may have a goal to be an astronaut, and they're dreaming big, and that's awesome. But man, that is a long-term goal. There's a bunch of goals that are going to be in front of that before we can make that one happen. So let's set a goal of, hey, tonight before bed, X, Y, and Z. Or, hey, tonight before dinner, X, Y, and Z. Take it to the point of, it could be something small and silly like, I want you to set a goal of having everything ready to go to school tomorrow by 8 o'clock. And then think about this. It's a challenge for them. There's a finish line. There's the 8 o'clock finish line. So my short-term goal at 7:15 is to have all my clothes picked out, have my room squared away, my bed made, my book bag ready to rock and roll, lunch pre-made, already in the fridge, ready to go. And then boom, come 7:50, they've already accomplished this goal. So now they're motivated. They have this confidence of, you know what, mom and daddy set this goal. We worked together. We accomplished, that first thing of setting goals. And then we actually set and made that goal. Okay. Now take that and they grow. They let that confidence, ball keep rolling downhill, creating that, snowball effect. Tomorrow when I get home from school, I'm going to get 150 swings. Okay. They're taking a confidence from last night. I set a goal to get everything ready for school. Now I'm going to set a goal for when I get home from school, 150 swings or 2 miles on a treadmill. Or I'm going to watch some of my favorite pitchers and watch some of their mechanics. I want to watch body language. I want to watch how they interact with their teammates. Something like that. I'm just giving you examples. And you can take this and go wherever you want to with it. But the point is to set short-term goals, small goals, so they're easier to accomplish They're more tangible. They're quick, and I can get an immediate feedback from that. And then I can have that confidence to continue to tackle these larger goals. And then hopefully this end goal of what I want to be when I grow up, what career I want to get into. They're not just words anymore. I can actually manifest all this into being what I want to be. And I get it. Hey, 10-year-olds, 12-year-olds, 14-year-olds, there's not very many out there that say they want to be this and then eventually turn into that. Now, I know it does happen. Trust me. I get it. But for the most part, the majority, they could say they want to be a firefighter and they end up being an engineer. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of it changes over time. But the whole point of this is to allow them to set short-term goals, to either A, build confidence from those short-term goals, accomplishing that, or at least try something and fail and understand that this little short-term goal, even though we failed at it, is not the end of the word or end of the world. That word failure popped in right there, right? We talk about goal setting. We talk about short-term, long-term. We talk about success, and we talk about failure. Well, we're going to fail along the way. So these small little failures, all they are little adjustments, little audibles on our path. That's it. And then we adjust and we move on. So failure isn't that, roadblock. I want to get up at 5:30 tomorrow. I got a goal. Well, today when I went to get up, I couldn't get up out of bed. Tomorrow I'm going to set that 5:30. Well, instead of getting up at 5:30 tomorrow, maybe you hit that snooze twice and you get up at 5:40. Granted, you failed at getting up at 5:30, but you're the only one that knows that goal. You're the only one that set that, right? So even though you normally get up at 6, you set a goal to get up at 5:30, but you got up at 5:40, you're still 20 minutes ahead of yesterday, right? You failed, but you're able to overcome that failure because now say, okay, hey, I'm going to make sure the next day I'm getting up at 5:30. I was able to get up at 5:40. I got up 20 minutes earlier than I'm used to. Now I'm going to make sure I hit that 5:30 mark. And then boom, we roll from there. Now we roll into the class. We roll into school that next day. Parents, we get up. We walk into work. Instead of dragging, going, oh, God, I got another day of it. It's like, you know what? Hey, I get to go to work again. Flipping our mindset a little bit. Confidence does crazy things to us, man. Confidence puts me on this podcast to be able to go talk to a microphone in an empty room like I'm talking to a whole crowd of people. So goal setting, whether it's short-term, long-term, it can definitely have an impact on your day, your week, your month, your year. It doesn't matter. So continue to set these goals. Don't get frustrated. You're going to miss goals. You're not going to hit every single goal you set forward. And if you have this mentality of, I don't set goals because I never reach them, you're setting the wrong goals. Go smaller. Shoot smaller. That's it. Smaller goals will help build bigger goals and give you the confidence to tackle those, man. All right, so that's going to wrap it up for this episode of the Foul Pole to Foul Pole Daily Show. Appreciate you guys checking this one out. Getting a huge response, a lot of feedback on the audio side for this. So you guys checking it out on Apple, Spotify, Google, Spreaker, Amazon, wherever you guys are listening to this thing from, man, I see you. I appreciate it. The numbers are just going up. So whoever you are, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you guys so much. For at least checking this out and sharing this word. It means a lot to me. We're going to continue to churn these things out, man. If you haven't had a chance yet to go check out our YouTube channel, go to YouTube, type in @FoulPole to FoulPole, and you'll be able to see everything we've got going on over there. We've got shorts, little highlights, different things, just whatever pops up in my head. And boom, I want to put a video out. That's what I do. We are going back in time this year and taking a look at some of the key moments from our podcast. So instead of having them on the audio side, we have them on the video side. So check that out. Also, if you haven't followed us yet on Facebook, Check us out over there. It's Black Diamond Softball and Fitness on Facebook. Of course, we have a TikTok account, and that's just something fun to do. Check that out as well. But most importantly for me, you guys do me a favor. If you have a friend that would like this type of stuff, or maybe you have a child in your life, or maybe some travel ball parents or somebody like that, man, please share it. And if you share it with a friend, make sure you tell them you love them.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Purchase new wiper blades from O'Reilly Auto Parts today and we'll install them for free. See better and drive safer with O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.